I'm Corbett Wall with DV Auction, here with your feeder flash for Wednesday, January the 4th. Looking back on Tuesday, and we really didn't know where we were at going into Tuesday because it just wasn't enough going on Monday after the long holiday break there. Oklahoma City was shut down, and that's always our benchmark to see what's going on with the market. Joplin had a big sale, but he didn't have a good test from the previous week, or had no test from the previous week, and the market was just kind of unevenly steady to stronger compared to the previous sale they had. So we just really didn't know what to do. And then Tuesday come in, we had all of our big sales running and back to business. And so now we're looking at what the market's going to be this week on a day where the board, your fat cattle were down over $1 and your feeders were just slightly lower, but mostly on technical pressure, which is what your fundamental guys just hate to hear, technical pressure. You know, how many people are staring at charts instead of at looking at the cattle and the supply and demand? But you know, when you get into a deal like that, you don't really think that the board's really got any kind of a push one way or the other. But we're going to look at our sales we had on Tuesday and look up north in Imperial, Nebraska. Had a good sale there, and look at some cattle that are right on the index price, right on the price of what the feeder board is quoting. Had 108 steers weighed right at 800 pounds, which is what your board quotes right now, 800 pound steers at 138. And you know, that's roughly $5 or $6 better than what the index is quoting, better than what real-time index on Cattle Market Central's even quoting. And you think, man, that's a heck of a price. And you can even go up from there. Look at some bigger string of steers. 140 head of steers, Imperial, Nebraska, weighed 8 1/4 at 136.85. And we're not in that deal where the heavier they get, the more they bring, like we were there several weeks ago when people were still trying to get cattle to tie to the April board. Can't do that anymore unless they find some feeders weighing over 1,000 or something like that. So we're back where as the cattle get heavier, the price goes down a little bit. And you might think, well, that's up in Imperial, Nebraska, and that's a farmer feeder deal. But let's go back down in the lower Midwest there in Kingsville, Missouri, just east of Kansas City there and a little bit south. Kingsville, Missouri had 61 steers, a good load there, weighed 831 at 137.35. So that Northern Plains market's pretty darn good up in there. You look at another quote there on some calves out of Loop City, Nebraska. 80 calves weighed 590 pounds at 154.75. And look at another bunch there, a little bit lighter and higher in price. At Loop City, 71 head weighed 546 and 160. So both these quotes here, of course, they're on the high end. I mean, that's not going to be the market everywhere, but they're probably $2, $3, $4 better on the calves and the yearlings than anything we saw the middle of the last week we did some business. So may not gain as much ground as what the fat cattle market did over the holidays, but it's sure going to be higher this week. That's your feeder flash for Wednesday.